Yo, hey, what's the deal, YouTube? Hey, my name is Troyan, but you, you can call me Pip Chasing Tall or Tall, either one. Either one is cool. And this is my trading journey. Hustle and motivate. I never understood why people would want to be a part of corporate America. I'm put it like this. I knew what I didn't want to do as a child. I knew if I was not an entrepreneur, my life would never be my life. In the first grade, I knew this. You know how the teacher's gonna ask you, hey, what you want to be when you grow up? You either gotta like write it down or draw it out. All the other kids wanted to be doctors and vets and firefighters and teachers. I didn't want to do none of that. Growing up, I used to love Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I used to love all extreme sports, skateboard, snowboard, rollerblading. It did not matter if it had wheels, I'm on that. As a kid, I wanted to go to the X Games. So that's what I wrote down. Real simple. It's crazy though because the teacher is reading everybody's stuff. Oh, Tony want to be a firefighter. Good job, Tony. Oh, Cynthia want to be a doctor. Good job, Cynthia. And then she come to me. She said, X Games. Sure you want to do that? In my head, I'm like, you ain't ask nobody else if they were sure. Yes, I'm sure. She didn't ask no questions. She didn't ask, hey, are you even good? Because I was pretty good. She says, what about plan B if that don't work? You ain't tell nobody else a plan B. But since I want to go to the X Games, I know exactly what I want to do. You telling me about a plan B. I knew right then and there, if I don't get paid to do what I love to do, my life is not going to be my life. I think my entrepreneurial mindset started right there. And she didn't mean no harm. She was just doing her job. Whoever that teacher was, I forgot your name. Thank you. You opened my eyes up at a very early age. So as I got older, I got a lot taller. I got a lot bigger. So I shifted my focus from extreme sports to basketball. I had the perfect build for either football or basketball. I chose basketball because I had bad knees. And then from there, now basketball, that's my way out. By the time I got to high school, I'm probably like 6'3" as a freshman. Now I'm all in on basketball. I'm going to play high school. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to get a full ride. I'm going to go play overseas and I'm going to stack my bread up. I'm going to use my basketball money to invest in the real estate, to invest here, to invest there. That's how I was going to get my capital to become rich. That was the plan from about 16 until I broke my leg at 23. I'll save that story for another time. That woke me up. That woke me up. All the things that I was able to once do that made me a halfway decent basketball player, I can no longer do. I can no longer run how I ran. I can no longer jump how I jumped. Now real life started for me. After my senior year of college, I knew basketball was done. That's just it. I just knew it. And it definitely sent me in a state of depression. It sent me in a state of survival. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have no other passions that I can monetize at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely went through a rough couple years just trying to figure shit out. In between that time, I moved back home. I got a job. I was working security. And then I ended up getting a job at Walmart. I used to work at Walmart warehouse doing boxes daily, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. And that was my life for about a year and some change. You know what I'm saying? I hated it, but I needed the job. I needed to pay my bills. I needed to survive. I needed to eat. I knew like, this can't be it. My mental feel broken inside. You know what I'm saying? Knowing I got to show up here is a whole story within itself. I'm going to relieve y'all of that. That's for another time. I was depressed. I ended up having to move in with my brother and my sister-in-law. Huge shout out to them. They let me stay with them for a year, even though they didn't have the space. They stayed in a small apartment. They had a roommate, so I slept on the floor in the living room for like a year. And if you ever lived in the living room, you know, there's no privacy. Nothing is yours. You kind of feel like you're just in the way all the time. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that they let me stay there, but you get woke up in the middle of the night because somebody walking next to your face and that's your life. It sparks something. You know what I'm saying? It turns something on. You feel me? When I was at Walmart, COVID had dropped. And once COVID happened, the Walmart that I was at, they never shut down. But if you showed any signs at all of any sickness, they would send you home with 2 weeks pay. And so once I heard that, I went in one day just coughing. Was I sick? No, not at all. They sent me home with my 2 weeks pay. At this time, this is when I discovered Twitch. This was getting paid to play the game. So I'm like, you know what? That's what I want to do. Now with my free time, I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitch daily. But I learned very fast. It's hard to grow a platform. It's hard to grow a following on Twitch. Because at the time, I had no social media. Then I'm like, okay, well, how can I grow my Twitch so I can get paid to play the game? That's when I discovered TikTok. So now this takes me over into my social media journey. And I'm not going to lie, TikTok blew up very fast. Apparently, They really enjoy big, tall dudes like myself. So once I discovered that, I started some shit called Big Talk on TikTok. You can look it up right now. Went absolutely stupidly viral, blew up all my social platforms. Now I have all these ladies who like big, tall men like myself are following me now. What I didn't know is over a period of time, this would take a big toll on my mental health, because in order to please that audience, I couldn't be myself. Like, they wanted big, strong, sexy nigga to fantasize about, so I would be that, but that's just not who I am for real. I'm a high-key nerd for real. I'm an introvert. I love to be by myself. I don't really like people. I don't like attention. You know what I'm saying? I like to be out the way. Just truly how I am. I like to enjoy my peace. I might be the most introverted person that I know. I'm trying to make the most out of this opportunity. Following has grew something crazy, and people keep asking me like, yo, is you gonna drop an OnlyFans? I'm like, fuck no. Hell no. That's definitely not me. But when money got low, I was like, fuck it. Ended up dropping OnlyFans. Went absolutely insane for like 6 months straight. Never made this much money this fast. But again, the mental toll that it took literally sent me down a spiral, because I would consider that selling your soul. I literally went against every moral bone in my body to make $1. Don't get me wrong, a whole lot of dollars, but it didn't make me feel good about myself. It didn't make me proud of myself. It actually sent me to like this severe depression. Like, I damn near hated myself. It was hard to look at myself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this no more. I don't care to have none of this shit. I don't care about none of this shit. I want to take care of myself in a way that I can be proud of, where I can look at myself in the mirror and be like, hey, good shit, nigga. I couldn't do that. And I tried to push through. I tried to push through it for months, but the more I tried to push through, like, the worse it got. I've dealt with depression before. I've dealt with anxiety before, but that spiral, like that wave, was the worst that I've ever went through. Anybody that knows social media, if you don't show your face, you're not making money. Now I went from having all of this money and being depressed, but life go on, still have to survive. So each day, each week, each month that go by, that money is trickling away. I'm not gonna lie, I wish so bad that I would have knew about trading when I was making this OnlyFans money. It is what it is. Long story short, go from being depressed with a lot of money to being depressed with no money. Now I feel worse because I'm depressed, and my depression has led me to not be able to post content to make money. Now I have no money, which has amplified the depression. So now I'm just in my room all day, every day, not talking to nobody, not. I'm just trying to get through the day. Honestly, I'm just trying to get through the day. I was looking for a job, couldn't find a job. My car has been fucked up for like a year, over a year. It's drivable, but not for a long period of time. My car is out of commission. I can't Uber Eat for real. I can't do no delivery type shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do none of that because my car is out of commission, but I still got to pay for the car each month. Shit got really bad, and I was dead ass just trying to figure out like what's next. It's time for the next chapter. So I was trying to figure out what the next chapter was. Now at this time, I ended up coming across a dude named Mamba Effects on Instagram. Now his content really stood out to me because I've never seen day trading content until I seen his content. Now I'm well aware there's people out there that fake content for whatever reasons. Is Mamba one of these people? I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest with you. It's the fact that he opened my mind up to what day trading even was for me to go and do my own due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So for that, shout out to Mamba. Now from this moment forward, I was infatuated. I was hooked. I needed to know anything and everything I could about this skill. You know what I'm saying? So I knew, I think this was January 20th. That was the day that I knew I wanted to be a day trader. I knew this is what I wanted to do. I knew this was a skill set that I was built to master. You know what I'm saying? So I told myself, I am not going to leave this room until I figure this out. And that was 1 year, 3 months, and 29 days ago. And I'm not gonna lie, I would love to get back to living life again. So I appreciate you listening to my story, but I got a lot of work to do, so time for you to go. If you want to keep up with my journey though, make sure you sub to the channel. Catch you on the next one.
Hustle and motivate.